Hi everyone, welcome back to Through Alchemy. So today's reading is going to be an interesting one. We're going to do candle wax reading about your person. We're going to find out how are they feeling, what are their realizations. We have two piles for today's reading from the left to right. Pick the type of bowl that you like or the type of crystal that you resonate more with. And I'm going to begin with pile number 1. Alright, so pile number 1. Let's see what type of thoughts does your person have. I feel like this person tends to think a lot about you, and their fire burns really brightly for you. They have realized that they might not be as expressive as you deserve them to be with you. They might have done certain things that have really broken your heart, or have really disappointed you, or at least hurt you in a manner that the damage is irreversible, is what I feel. And I feel like as much as they regret, they understand how it's bothering you, and they have a tendency to completely pull away from you because they keep doing damage, is what they feel. They kind of have difficulty in changing their patterns, not because they don't want to, is what they've realized, but because they're quite deep and they require a lot of work from them. They could have asked for a break, or they could have taken a break from you. They do want to rebuild the relationship, but they kind of feel like maybe the both of you need some help. Either it's through the divine, it's spiritual help, or it's mediation, or it's through friends, or they will have to get through something to get to you. It's like time keeps passing by and they know what they need to do to repair this situation. But they just don't do it. They just don't feel like... There's a level of lethargy almost that I pick up. And procrastination, like, should I do this? Is this right? It's like they're a little bit lazy. They're not the best person to rely on, and they know this. But I think despite their weaknesses and their laziness or something like that, I don't feel like this person is like someone that is a bad person or like enjoys hurting other people. I think that through your connection, they have realized so much, and it's something that they cannot ignore. Like, you're a part of them now. You're a very big part of their life and their evolution. That's what they know. This person could be strong Sagittarius or Scorpio. There's something about the initial S. They kind of have this feeling like the world is not big enough for them to get away from you, or like the feelings or the thoughts of you, it like kind of follows them. If they try to avoid their feelings for you, you show up in their dreams. They see it as a soul tie or a soul connection, one that might never cease to exist between the both of you. And they wonder, like, if this connection is not working, how will they ever be with another person? Because they cannot be with another person. They simply cannot while you still reside and remain in their heart. So despite their fears, they're still aware of how contrasting and limiting this connection is. Maybe their perspective right now is a little bit feeling caged because of your situation. They're not quite sure. And they just keep letting time pass away is what I feel. They just keep letting time pass away. They don't really do much, is it, right? Because there's almost like this feeling of just like being paralyzed by fear and like still hoping for change. But then you're not really doing much to change as well. You're kind of just hoping for it. It's like this person lacks that self-awareness or the dedication to themselves. So when they think that they don't deserve better, they don't try hard enough. They've tried to like walk on this path of awareness, solitude, poor influences, separating yourself from it, but it felt really lonely. It's almost like they were trying to do something different with their life, and something might have happened and it triggered them back into their patterns. That's why they call it the road less taken, the road that's unknown, because it requires a lot of courage to walk alone. Trust yourself. There's no motivation. You're walking on your own path. I do think that this person is aware of all of these things. I hear, what a shame, what a shame. Now I'm gonna get the tarot cards and see what the cards say. There is this energy of like being maybe depressed or just not feeling up to par. Like their mental health could be suffering. 4 of Wands in reverse. 10 of Pentacles. This person is in a survival mode. The Artist. I feel like they do care, but they could be really down right now. Queen of Wands in reverse. Their insecurities are really heightened at this point. The 5 of Swords and the 10 of... Oh, this is not just about you. This is about like a sense of feeling, or this feeling that I'm a failure, I'm not doing very well in life, who the hell is going to want to be with me? Yeah, Eight of Swords in the Fool. What good can I bring to anybody else's life? Just look at me the way I am. Um, these are small things that really bother your person now. I'm hearing they weren't always like this, but maybe a past relationship triggered that, or a relationship with you, or how things panned out between the both of you. It was a very big reason why they've pushed themselves back into a corner. They are trying to protect themselves. They don't feel very secure in themselves. They don't feel confident. They feel very insecure right now. And I think that depression and spiritual awakening are two sides of the same door. This reminds me of the Jim Carrey quote, which says that depression is when your body is tired of playing the role you have kind of assigned it. I'm paraphrasing. So there's this energy of this person, I don't know, feeling really pissed off, getting triggered really quickly. I'm just noticing how one after another, all the candles have dried out. Not because there isn't wax, but it's not reaching it. I believe your person is learning very tough lessons at this point, and maybe their perspective is not letting them see that there is more that can be gained from this situation. We have energy, power, or our depletion. Call your energy back to you. I'm telling you, they're not feeling their best right now, and it is showing in the connection. If you're like, I constantly keep asking this person where they are, why they're not talking to me. Yeah, we have the card of Dark Knight of the Soul, Transformation, Awakening, Tower. It's like you're wondering and you're thinking like, they should be able to show up for me. We have a connection. If they loved me, I could get them through this and that. But the thing is, the other person is completely checked out. Pile number one, there's nothing you can do but just literally give them the space so that they can heal, because it does seem like your person is going through quite a lot right now. And if they were my friend, I would definitely tell them to not think about anybody else but themselves right now. They really need to be there for themselves rather than anybody else in the world right now. It seems like they're just really struggling with their mental health right now. And this tower that has hit them has really pushed them in a place of feeling. Maybe there's two types of people, one that's acting out, the other one that's completely depressed, but both of them are still dealing with a lot. So your person may not be vulnerable enough with you to tell you how they really feel, and they might be quite defensive. They're not talking to you, they don't want to talk to you. That's also what I'm hearing. They don't want to open up about the things that they're struggling with, because right now they want to understand themselves. That's what they're realizing, okay? They want to understand themselves before anybody else. Empress, they need to come back into their own power. They need to come back into their own understanding of themselves. They need to get back there. Oh, even the last one just gave out. They need to get back up on their own feet. There's like this feeling of like, I really need to be there for myself. And I think you understand that, but maybe they're pretty frantic or paranoid and they just get overwhelmed by so much energy and attention coming their way right now. They don't really have the bandwidth, is what I'm hearing. They don't really have the bandwidth for it. We have beauty. I have a form which is divine. Allow what is within to shine in creativity. By all above, by all below. Let me connect. Let creativity flow. So I do feel like they're very sensitive, and they're also very sensitive about you, the topic of you. I just don't think that right now, with even with creativity and the Eight of Swords, I cannot ignore the fact that they kind of have this feeling like right now I'm just not feeling strong enough. There's this energy of like studying themselves, understanding their own triggers with the Empress. This is the only card that came out as Taurus. So this does give me with beauty that this person is in deep introspection and they're trying to figure out about themselves. One thing that also comes to me is that they find you very beautiful, but I think there's more elaborative meaning to beauty and Empress and creativity over here. I think that their energy might be quite focused on themselves. They're not very sure how to make this move forward. I just keep hearing, give me some time because I don't have the answers right now. They're so clogged by what they are going through. They don't have understanding or decision making ability because they're very confused and they have multiple triggers coming up. Happy life, live a less guarded life. So this woman also looks pretty sad, and I think they're going through a very deep transformative phase. Again, I cannot refrain myself from saying this. Limitation is power. Lean into your limitations. Live a less guarded life in limitations. It's almost like a fear of vulnerability that is being, I'm seeing it being uprooted from the very core of it. That's what I'm seeing. Something is ready to be birthed into their life. This gestation phase of the Empress also is more power to them, more love for them, more enthusiasm for life that they've lost currently. What are they thinking about you? So, what is this card? Heart, soul, evolution, overcoming, let go, unknown, heart, mind, intentions, love. This is the card. So, they do have a lot of thoughts about you. They're just really not sure about how you feel. They also fear that, this has been going on. So I wonder, how does my person feel? Like the one I have a connection with, that nobody really knows that we have this between us. I heard I still hear you in my sleep. What if I approach this with curiosity instead of judgment? So they could have had this feeling that they, before this awakening took place, they were very judgmental of this situation. They were very like, oh, this is just going to play out like this, and with guarded life, and this is how it's going to end for me. And I think that now that they're having these changes, they're going through these changes, a lot is changing internally. Their manifestation with you was being blocked by their perception of life and themselves. And that is manifestation 101. So I think that more expansion is definitely changing their such hard rock perception of life of themselves, that now this person can start believing into this and feel like, what if this turns out to be good? Because they could have been really hurt by their past, in their past. Oh, we have wise in reverse. This is reactive. And the other side, the upright, is rational. So they were very guarded and they were just doing what triggers were coming up for them. They were not seeing it completely from your perspective, right? Oh, pile number one, this person is in so much regret because I think, you know what, I'm going to tell you from a third person's perspective. It's like I understand them and I'm not taking anybody's side over here, okay? Just third person perspective. I can see how you feel and I can see about this person that they were going through so much. So much. Dark night of the soul is not a funny thing, okay? Um, and I'm hearing rodeo drive. So maybe this was their first time, perhaps, going through an awakening. Something that completely changes you and shatters you. So could have been a lot of crying, could have been a lot of things here and there, and just a mess, a big mess internally. People struggling with their mental health, it's not visible, and everybody knows that. So it's like you thought that they don't, it's like sometimes we don't intend to be that insensitive, but we think like, oh, you're not physically hurt because you can't see the damage that they're going through internally in their mind. So we kind of just keep pouring our expectations onto them instead of just being maybe a human to some people. And I think that everybody's feelings are valid. I'm not saying that your reactions or your behaviors were invalid, not at all. Um, and given this is a general reading, I can only understand where this person might have been like after they kind of came out of it, or they were able to like come back to their body a little bit from this reactive phase of like feeling so worried and paranoid and just not feeling safe anywhere and feeling constantly paranoid. This will happen, that will happen. Like their fears were very, very heightened during this process. And now that I see this person like coming back to their body, there's so much regret because they're able to see the things that they were not able to see about themselves before. It's like when somebody just doesn't have a control over themselves and their triggers are just making them do things. And when this person is coming back to their body now, they feel really ashamed of how they behaved with you. It's like they can see that they had overreactions. They could have handled it better. But the thing is, like, I don't know what have they done, but it's kind of like they're being really hard on themselves from my perspective. It makes you think, like how many people really suffer. It's not an excuse to justify other people's poor behavior, but heart of the matter align life's pathways around the heart. So oh, they they still feel. I'm hearing some song by Frank Ocean. I still really, really love you. Yes, I do. It was very unintentional on their end. And they also know that even despite the fact that you guys have a spiritual connection, They have shown you that they don't maybe care enough about you. All right. So, pile number one, this was your reading. I'm going to leave it here. I really do hope that this was helpful. If it was, please do hit the like button. Subscribe for more. Hit the bell icon so you know whenever I upload next. Let me know down in the comment section how that resonated. Information for personal readings is given down below, and I am going to see you guys in another one. Bye bye. Hello, pile number two. If you chose the yellow agate heart, this is going to be your reading. So let's find out, how does this person feel? Okay, they think a lot about you, especially at night time. You have brought a lot of enlightenment, happiness. They truly admire you a lot. This person wants to be their best version for you. You inspire them a lot. If they are not very hands-on with the connection, it's because they have a plan. They have wanted to be in such a fairy tale or something that they have seen in their childhood, through movies or storybooks, when the knight in shining armor comes and saves the beautiful princess or conquers her father's approval. That's kind of what I see this person wanting to do. They want your family or friends to respect them and see them as worthy of being with you. I feel like there's some sort of like magic or spell involved, or they see you as very witchy, and this connection doesn't always make a lot of sense. They're very fearful of the fact that what if my hard work doesn't pay off, because they could have a lot of other people kind of hitting on them, trying to get them, but they feel loyal and reserved and committed to you. They're satisfied with what the universe has chosen for them. They're very satisfied with you, and they feel like this is very well good enough for them. They're very happy with this choice. You could be in a committed relationship with this person, you could be in separation, but there is a sense of alone time, or like distance between the both of you. They don't want to change you, they don't want to change anything about you. They might have projected their insecurities on you, but they're coming to realize that you're just great. You're great. They just need to make more time and space for you in their life. They're trying to find a way through their current situation so that they can come towards you. I keep hearing proposal. They're very serious about you. Very serious about you, and like, I don't want to waste more time so that I lose them to somebody else. Again, it doesn't matter if you're in a relationship or there's no relationship. It's just this energy of like, I'm very satisfied with what the universe has chosen for me. It's more than I could have asked for, and I need to find a way to like get this person to be mine. They get lost in their fantasies about you, and you occupy a lot of their life. There's not much left or want. Oh, this is someone that's just ready to settle down. I think that they're ready to just dive into this relationship. They could think you're very strong, psychic, or you've got a strong intuition as a woman. And if you're a man, they see you as a warlock, like someone that's very gifted, and they are pretty scared of it, but they feel like a person like you keeps them in check. They see so many good qualities about you. They really like your aesthetics, the way you dress, the way you keep your house, just everything about you is very beautiful. They really like the fact that you're not brand conscious. I just heard it makes you more affordable for them, whatever that means. Maybe they're not very well off right now. It's not that they're the poor or something, but maybe they still rely on their parents. They're not completely standing on their 2 feet, but they're still taking time. This seems like a younger person still learning how to stand on their own 2 feet. They gotta make some adjustments, is what I am picking up. They want a clean slate with you. They don't want this relationship to be like the one that has been in their past. They want to go the distance with you. They're so confused about how to make this move forward. They just know that they want you, and the deeper we get into their feelings, it kind of seems like someone that's nervous to like pop the question. That's what I really feel like. It could be that either they just wanted to like ask you out on a date or like start this, or they want a commitment with you, and or they wanted to get married to you, but there's something that this person is thinking about doing, especially if they're a man, or if they're a woman, they're just thinking about confessing their feelings and letting it be to you. Like, you do whatever you want to do with it. You really consume this person. You consume their being. I'm kind of running out of space over here. This is a small bowl, but it's like there's just this energy of like, it's enough for me, it's enough for me, you're enough for me, pile number 2, you're enough for me. I'm happy with all you are. I don't need anything else or anything more from you. I just want you to be by myself. I just want you to be with me. There might have been some sort of fight or an argument between the both of you. Situation will improve. This person wants to sort it out, especially if they're a man, is what I pick up. As a, there's polarity over here. So if they're a man, they're thinking about taking action, and if this is a woman, she's just trying to tend to her garden, doing the best that she can by taking care of herself. So they know that you're not going to run after them, and they like to be they know that you, if you're a woman, whoever the woman is, wants to be pursued over here, like a very traditional kind of a thing. Time seems to run by really quickly, passes by really quickly when they think of you. This person could have a desk job. Sometimes, like, they just, when they're bored, they want to kill time, they just get lost in your fantasies. That's what I pick up. There's no saying what is your relationship with this person, but the energy that I feel is like they want to deepen the connection with you, however it is. And they want to treat you right, and they want to do everything that couples do with you. Alright, so I'm going to start by pulling out a few cards to see more with tarot. We have you haven't seen your best self yet. So, why do they think that you are someone that they can have a long lasting relationship and you make a great life partner for them? Is because with you, this person is growing and is visibly seeing that they're becoming a better person. You challenge them in a way in which is spiritually very beneficial for them. And this person sees a lot of quality and endurance, and they just see quality in that. And I think that they might have been with people that were just declining or deteriorating their mental and emotional and spiritual well-being, but they think that with you they are a better person, they grow. And I'm hearing there's not much bickering with you. You're very straight to the point. If you don't like something that they don't do for you or they do for you, it's not like you're going to um, you're going to bicker too much about it. It's like your silence is enough. You know that people know what they're doing, and you're not someone that's going to keep chasing them or complaining or nagging. It's very peaceful in the way that they find that you resolve conflict. You're not very fidgety about things. That's what they really like about you. I hope you're able to hear me while I shuffle. I kind of forget. Very conscious energy again, divine masculine. This does make me feel like this person is a man. Doesn't have to be the case. I'm seeing the connection. They might have really hurt you in the past, and that feeling of loss or anticipation of losing you has pushed them into a fast track trajectory, or a fast track, yeah. Like it's just pushed them into a speedy mode is what I'm hearing. Like they gotta get this done, they gotta get that done, they have to be diligent. This is this energy of like they're trying to remove all of their distractions. Best possible decision. Artemis, goddess of the bow, help me see what must be known. Interesting. I'm hearing all that glitters isn't gold. So they have experienced this, that people can look really beautiful on the outside, but they might have really questionable characteristics and personalities. And this is a closeted good person, is what I'm hearing. Friendship, bring to me friendship, true sharing, laughter, understanding too. So they feel like for a really long time they have hid their true colors from a lot of people because they were trying to protect themselves, hide in plain sight. So it could be that they're really really wealthy, also it could be that they have a lot of inheritance, it could be that they just have a heart of gold, or they're very generous and they just have been protecting that part of themselves, and they feel like they have finally found someone that they can splurge upon. Or it doesn't have to be just about wealth, okay? um but it could be that maybe they just have a really generous heart, and they haven't really known who to pour into and do small little or even big things for. We have ignite passion. You bring out the best version in me, is what I keep hearing. You make me smile. I'm hearing that song again. I heard this in a previous reading. I Want It That Way. Backstreet Boys. You are my fire, the one desire. The Fool, the Predators. Tell me why Ain't nothing but a heartache. Tell me why I never wanna hear you say. Fool, Gemini, Virgo. Ace of Cups. They have like so much pent up sexual frustration. Reversed. Nine of Swords. I think specifically for the ones where they know that they disappointed you or hurt you and you addressed it majorly, like you set a boundary or you said that you hurt me, this person wants to apologize. They also feel like you've got your walls up, you're not going to trust them. For specifically those people, I feel really safe in this energy, like someone that's very sure of you, given or despite how they show up. That's what I'm gonna say. So Page of Swords, oh, Knight of Swords. We have the King of Swords and the Seven of Pentacles. You could have friend zoned them, or you could have left them alone in the past, and they realized that that happened because they were not giving enough to this situation, and they know that, and they've had major realizations. The Hermit is also here. Virgo is very strong. So again, meticulous steps, understanding their daily routines and their patterns, understanding where they went wrong, and trying to shape their reality, trying to be a better husband is what I heard if you're married. And I feel like this is definitely a man. In this energy, it seems like someone that's like aspiring to be your spouse. This is someone that's deeply in love with you, wouldn't want to ask for anything else. They do have their own reservations about like how this connection would progress if they move forward, and they are scared of rejection and betrayal. But it's at this point where they're like, this is it or nothing. Like they're so set on you, that's what it's giving. Like, they're so set on you. I don't want to start over. I don't want to find anybody else. I'm so happy with what I have, and root girl, this disowned self. I'm telling you, you have helped this person heal so much that they feel like this has got to be the person for me, because I have never felt so much love, and I don't think you have outwardly done anything to disappoint or hurt them. You have been at your best behavior. You have tried to be most fair and just and available to them, and it could have been that they were not that available to you, or they were just dealing with a lot more. They were showing in a different manner. They were quite reactive. um they do feel the need to make it up to you or get back in your good books in some shape or form. They feel like you're their soulmate. This is like somebody who sat down. So like it seems like when they met you, they just had this feeling about you is what I'm hearing, and then they couldn't quite place their finger upon it, so they started googling about it, and they found that, this might be a soulmate because I can't stop thinking about them. I feel like this and that, and they challenged me, and all my wounds have been triggered. Yeah, reparenting yourself. All my wounds have been triggered, and they know and they feel that you're their soulmate. And I just keep feeling they're so satisfied with the fact that you're their soulmate, and they want you to be the one that they end up with. And it has been a long time coming home is what I also hear. They find you really sexy, and if they haven't been intimate with you, they think that there's like a firecracker within you. Willpower, improve your willpower to reduce your stress levels. So instead of delaying upon things that need to be done, this person is willingly doing the inner work, and maybe certain things that need to be sorted out in the reality as well. Packing up, winding up is what I'm hearing. Drunk with love, let love lift you to freedom. So the energy that spirit is giving me, like how on movie sets, when the scene is over, they're all like, pack up, okay, like they're all going home. That's what I'm seeing. And I think that on movie sets you're doing acting, right? And they're telling me that this is almost like when this person now knows who they are, it's like they want to pack up, be done with people that don't really see them for who they are, and they, because maybe they've healed quite a lot and now it's changing within them, right? So now they're closer to who they are, and they don't have to act and pretend to please other people. Now they could have had a couple of friends or people around them that they were working to please so much, and so they're kind of feeling like now they don't need to do all of that because they're stronger. And I keep hearing pack up, like you make them a better man or a woman. You just make them a better person, and that's why they have so much belief that you're the right one for them. Destiny! All that I shall know as I walk shall now be shown. Ooh, baby, I love your way every day. There's just so much love and attraction and admiration. Seems like you're this person's dream girl, dream man. Yeah, there's just like they found the one. No shit, that's what they feel. I found the one. Awakened, dead, resilience, nirvana, self appreciation. The things that almost broke me were the things that almost awoke me. A lot of past people overlooked their value. A lot of past people thought that they weren't good enough. A lot of, especially if women, they were dating women. A lot of women used to belittle them, make them feel like they're not good enough. They don't do this, they don't do that. They're, for somebody, a person is like a little bit shorter in height, and they would never see past their physical self. And if this is a beautiful woman, it's like they would never see past their beauty. So they were quite lonely, and they used to second guess their value in the world. And I think that you see them, and that's why they believe that they're your soulmate, or you're their soulmate. They feel really embraced and held by you, and you don't do much, is what I feel right now. Maybe you're not doing a lot, but it's just they know you really, really care for them, and you really love them, and you'd make the absolute best girlfriend, boyfriend, wife, husband for them. Sacred woman in reverse. You help them see their value, self respect. You help them see what they are. Oh, wow, self respect and corresponding energy worthiness. Thank you, Spirit. This confirms what I've been feeling. You help them understand who they are, and they're really grateful for it. You see, you have all these mirror pathways and then the water reflecting in. So it's like before they used to feel very hollow about themselves, like I'm not good enough, and you give them a purpose also to work towards, and you make them feel really good. You make them feel so happy, happy. It's like when a kid gets an ice cream and he just doesn't want to share it. That's what I feel. It's like you give them meaning. um and in this world where maybe they've reached age where a lot of their friends are in relationships or getting married, they're like, finally it's my turn now. Grow together. Yes, I told you, find those who inspire you to bloom. Community, connection, reciprocation. They feel like you're their best friend. Somewhere they're very, very, very happy. um and there's just like it's like I'm hearing that song. Oh, Frank Sinatra. Which one was that? the most infamous song. Can't help but wise men say, you know what I mean, right? Can't help falling in love with you. I think, yeah. I just remember the song a little bit, but I am really bad with names. So they just can't help themselves. They're fallen for you, and this is making me feel quite giddy. um it's just they could just keep looking at you in a room full of people. They find you really beautiful. I just noticed this eye. Do you see? Like, I don't purposely put the cards like that, but it's like I find it a little creepy. Cover it up. It's just like they're going to always keep an eye on you till the time, if this is someone that's working from afar, to come towards you, they're gonna keep their eye on you. And there's this energy, like, if you ever get into a relationship with somebody else, I hope it doesn't work out because you're my soulmate. So they're just waiting when they can have you, if this is someone that's not completely with you, or 100% ready, or there's maybe certain things that they need to wind up. We have Sabi Wei. This is Japanese, okay? So, the art of finding beauty in the imperfections of life. They had this perspective before, as recently a realization that they've had is that they needed to get everything perfect for this relationship to actually work out. And I think that's only recently they've realized that they were putting so much pressure on themselves that not only they like lost you, or could have almost lost you, but they were just being unrealistic. They wanted you to see them in a way that's 100% ready, but they've realized that you didn't want all of those things that they were putting so much pressure on themselves for. You just wanted them to be with you. The death, the lovers in reverse. You just wanted them to choose you, and that's what they've realized about you, is that another reason why they feel like you're the perfect person that they should give everything to, and everything that they worked and share and pamper you, is because you didn't want all of those things. You just wanted them to love you and be there for you, and that makes you like, I heard epitome of beauty. They find you absolutely beautiful because of that. Like, they see you. Pile number two, they want you to know that I see you. I see you, babe. I see you. I see who you are. I don't just see how beautiful you are. I see who you are, and I want to give you what you deserve. And trust me, I got my eyes on nobody else but you. So it's like they want you to know that they are keeping quite a few things like hidden from you, because they just don't know how to say that, and they feel like they're taking a risk by getting their shit in order so that they can be with you forever. This is not somebody that's just looking for, they're like gonna date you to marry you, or they're gonna propose you to be with you for lifelong. So Ten of Pentacles, like, I got my eyes on nobody. Like, I see nobody but you. So they're like, I know this is a risk, but they think that if they got you, they will not be able to let go of you because they've never felt something like this. I'm getting teary eyed. Oh, this person loves you so much. So I'm gonna pull out one last card. True love, come to me. True love shall come to me. As I do, will so mote it be. So they know that they need to be accepting and willfully accepting of this love. It'll come to them. The better they become, and the more that they love themselves, despite all of these riches and everything, the better you will be able to be with them. Like, if they struggle with certain aspects they don't like about themselves and they project it onto you, that's what I picked up in the beginning. It's like the more that they accept all of that, they've realized that those were not the things that you were expecting out of them. Those were the things that they were expecting out of themselves, and they were so hard on themselves. So they've realized that they need to love themselves better. That's what they really need to do in the first place. Okay, so pile number two, this was your reading. I'm going to leave it here. I really do hope that this was helpful. If it was, please do hit the like button, subscribe for more, hit the bell icon so you know whenever I upload next. Let me know down in the comment section how that resonated. Information for personal readings is given down below, and I am going to see you guys in another one. Bye bye.